Hi, Alisa.
Hi.
Alisa Fomenko is a singer, social media personality, also a mom of lovely two adorable babies, Mamacita, and she does it all at a very young age of 24.
25.
25. I cannot believe how you handle everything, and there's so much I want to learn from you and talk about.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here for your listeners. I'm sorry for my English because I just moved to America. I'm still learning English, but I'll try my best.
So, how many languages do you speak?
Actually, I speak Russian really well. I speak English, so it's just two languages.
You don't have to feel bad about your English because you speak so many languages. I myself have a little bit of accent and I'm brave enough to have an English podcast. So I think it's the message and our stories that matter, which you have plenty today to share. So if any of the listeners are judging my guest's accent or English ability, please unsubscribe. Just letting you know. I'm just like, if you talk shit about my friend,
No, subscribe. Anyways.
let's talk a little bit about your ethnicity since we are in that topic. When I first discovered you, you look very mixed to me. So, and I found out in our coffee chat, you are mixed.
So yes, I am mixed. My father's family, all of them, they are Russians and Ukrainians. And my mom, she's Turkmen. She is from Kazakhstan. She was living in Kazakhstan, but her father, he is Turkmen. She never met him. My grandma, I don't know, she was like the mix of Russians and Germany, I think, something like this. But she was also dark hair and dark eyes.
You're super mixed, for sure.
I'm super mixed, yeah. And sometimes even when I ask my family, like, who am I? They were like, girl, we don't know.
Your grandfather of your mom's side is Turkmen for sure. Then you're at least a quarter of Turkmen, and that explains your Central Asian look. Do you speak any Turkmen language at all?
I can sing in Turkmen. They have songs like Aman. Yeah, it's really popular in Turkmenistan. I say Aman aman harın yamar gelin gurun yalek yaran. Something like this, but actually I don't know if my pronouncing is good.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. And yes, I feel like your pronunciation is good. Like, I can tell.
My mom, she never told me about her dad because she never met him. And I think she even like doesn't want to accept this part of her. So when I grew up, after that, I realized part of me is Turkmen, and I started searching about this culture, about this language. I think it's amazing, and I feel like I'm part of this. And when my mom, she realized that I'm interested in those things, she was like, okay, but I'm not interested. So I'm more interested than her. She doesn't know anything about their culture. She doesn't want to. I think it's more about her trauma or something. But
Just dissociating from her father who have abandoned her, basically. And it's good that you are reconnecting with your roots.
I almost have to because I feel that this is the part of me that I don't know. You know, it's my DNA. When I'm interested in their culture and everything, I feel like I'm interested in myself. Yeah, it's really important for me right now.
Owning our identities and who we are is such a powerful thing. When I first moved to the US, I was so absorbed by the US culture, everything that I see around me and where I am since I've been here for 10 years. In my later 20s, I started to embrace who I am more and more and more and more, and I just feel so comfortably settled into myself. I feel really proud of like sharing my heritage and my culture that not a lot of people know about. So I'm so glad you are connecting. Have you ever been to Turkmenistan before?
No, never. And I think this country is a little bit closed. I know it's not like North Korea. You can go there. They have their rules and a lot of rules. I have relatives from there who moved to Russia, and they were saying it was hard to move from there to Russia. I actually grew up in Russia, and you know, like I didn't know anything about my heritage, about my ethnicity. I love I have something passionate about their music, about their instruments. Something is like growing inside me when I'm listening to it. I have really flexible voice, like those muscles. I had a lot of teachers, vocal coaches, and all of them, they were saying that something is special in my voice, not because like it's very beautiful and like...
And it is. Yeah, I can say that. I've seen your YouTube videos, the covers that you did when you were a little girl. You were like, how old were you? 15, 14?
Yeah, maybe even 13.
That makes so much sense because music is the language of the soul. And you are also finding connection to your heritage through music. I know the Central Asian music are very like, lots of turns and twists, and your vocal box is ready for it.
Yes, and I am shocked because when I'm singing their music, it fits so well. When I just started singing, I didn't know anything about me, about my voice, about anything, so I just tried. The songs that my friends, they were singing, I couldn't, but the way I sang, they couldn't also. So I knew that I am not like them. I thought that something's wrong with me, especially because when we moved with my family in Russia, it was the little city, it's Kaliningrad. It's actually the city in the middle of Europe. We didn't have a lot of dark features people. They were looking like Russians and like blue eyes and everything. I had really bad bullying at school and everywhere. And my parents, they didn't know what to do. They would just say like, just ignore them. But I couldn't, I was so little. It was really hard. And since I was a kid, I was thinking that something is wrong with me, like inside, that I am wrong. You just see all these kids, they were saying, hey, hey, ugly, ugly. They're just throwing your stuff and you're thinking that they're doing it not because they are stupid, but because you are guilty.
You internalized that. Did you believe what they were saying at any point?
Yes, sure. Because when somebody's saying something, you're thinking something is wrong with me.
Poor little Alisa, I want to give her a hug to let her know you are the most beautiful of it all. You will become a phoenix and swan as long as you see it yourself one day. And when did that switch happen?
Actually, it's a good question because I was thinking about it and I think this is the moment when I went to the Voice show.
I didn't know this. You went to the Voice?
Yeah.
Of what Voice? Of Kaliningrad? Voice
Russian
of Russia.
Voice.
How did it go?
It was Voice Kids. I was like 13. I still felt really ugly and anxious. I didn't want to talk to anybody. When we just went to Moscow, I felt so uncomfortable. But then after I was singing in my city, Kaliningrad, I was so popular. I was like a star and I came back with the same mindset. But everybody around me was like, hey, you're so beautiful, you're so good, you're singing. I was so shocked. I remember that when I came back to Kaliningrad from Moscow, the guy who was really bullying me like a lot of years, he was like, hey, he gave me a hug. And
Get out of here.
And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do because
now
he
you
didn't
want to be
even
friends.
say, he didn't even say hello before.
Yeah.
I realized that I'm not the same person in this school, in this country, in this world. I was like, wait, am I still ugly or something changed? When I started to give my own concerts and they were doing like magazines with me, and I was like, yeah, because it's...
And you were 13, yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, you were always you before you went to that show and after. And the thing that changed is the world finally saw your talent. The lame bullies finally want to be friends, and you switched your inner perspective of your self-esteem and identity.
When I realized that I am like not the same person, but I actually was the same person. But my parents, they were starting to support me. My mom taught me how to do makeup and how to like straighten my hair and everything. So
cute.
yeah, I felt like I was a star, and maybe for the Kaliningrad I was.
And you are.
Thank you.
I love how you describe described your experience as a mixed person growing up in Kaliningrad, Russia, how different it is from different perspectives. Positively, how you found your voice through that. Also, how difficult it is to stand out and navigating through that from a young girl, young kids. Yeah. And then a beautiful full circle moment, your talent made you shine. Hi Divas, quick little break from the episode so I can let you know beginner Uyghur language course is fully open for enrollment. You can go sign up right now on 1001nightsoflessons.com. It is an 8 weeks long beginner speaking focused course that I've designed for you. A little bit of language, a little bit of culture, lots of time to practice and interact with the community together. It will be so much fun and I can't wait for our Uyghur cultural journey together. The class will officially begin on March 14th onwards every week. We'll meet over Zoom. I can't wait to see you in class. Now, back to the episode. When did you move to the US?
Almost 2 years ago.
So it's very new.
Yes.
How are you adjusting?
Me and my husband, ex-husband.
Ex-husband, okay.
Yeah, and my kid, and I was already pregnant. We came here because I wanted to give birth here to my second daughter. We already had like tense in our relationships, but we were thinking that America will help us. Oh my gosh. You are new. You don't know language, you don't know the culture, you don't know where you want to go, and also you don't have job experience.
Yeah,
show me your portfolio
from the fresh, and they sometimes don't accept whatever accomplishment, achievement you've accumulated back home, because like lots of amazing doctors, lawyers from like, let's say like India or whatever, when they immigrated to US, they're driving taxis. This is very true for our like immigrant parents' experience. Yeah. A lot of them are so talented and they have to do whatever it takes to raise a family. And so I understand. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, and also I have kids. It's big responsibility. You feel it on your shoulders. You have to go. You have to move forward. You have to find an opportunity to work, to leave, to find a place. So when we just moved, we moved to Ohio, and after that we moved to California, and after that we moved to Seattle. Yeah, and I think I love Seattle. Best city for now for me. I just gave birth to our second daughter, so I have 2 kids. Motherhood is I think it's the hardest challenge when you're moving, when you have tense in your relationships, when you don't feel accepted, when you feel like you're doing all this alone. It feels so bad. I had a depression, really hard depression. Nobody helped me because I had only my ex-husband, but he also didn't have resources to help me or to notice that something's wrong with me.
Also, it's postpartum depression, right?
Yes.
It's very, very common. So many moms go through it.
Yeah, and it was really hard because I didn't even feel the time, like I woke up, I set the alarms to feed my kids because I forgot what's the time, and I didn't know if it's morning or it's evening. I didn't have strength to like do anything. My relationships with my ex-husband was even worse and worse because my depression is the part of those relationships. So I really wanted to change something, but I didn't know how. We both was really young and didn't know what marriage is and what relationships are. So we didn't know each other before we got married. And this is the huge mistake. You don't know. You never lived with this person. You never know who is he. And I thought that it's so romantic. No, it's not, girls. If you have a boy and you want to marry him, first live with him. Try to see who he is. And I didn't know him, and he didn't know me. We didn't know each other, and
you're just
we
love each other so much, we have to get married.
Yes.
And romanticizing the concept of
we
marriage.
thought the love is enough. No, it's not. Love is not enough. Love is just the thing. It's cool to have it. It's nice, but then marriage is not love. Marriage is partnership. Marriage is hard work. Marriage is a war where you are warriors. And
Financial contract.
yes, everything. We got married, and before I got pregnant, it was like 1 year. We lived with each other. We already started fighting, but
In the beginning of that first year of marriage. How old were you when you got married?
18,
18,
18,
okay.
19.
Yeah.
I was so young, I didn't even know myself.
I thought I know who I was when I was 18. Girl. I had no idea. I wasn't even forming myself yet. And I think it was 29 right now that I found myself a little bit.
I was so young, and I really wanted a baby just to, because it's cute. Oh my gosh.
The reason you want a baby is because it's cute, just shows that you are so adorable and young.
Yes.
Why didn't you get a doll? No, is that so mean? I'm so sorry.
No. I mean, it's true. I needed a doll or a dog. Something like this. It was so hard.
Was it your husband's idea, maybe?
No. It was mine.
Oh, it was your idea. Okay.
First pregnancy, it was miscarriage. I was so traumatized, and I really wanted to move forward and to be pregnant again immediately because I really wanted a child, and it was really hard, and my husband wasn't near me at that time, and I was like going through all these things by myself. I didn't know how to handle it. When I got pregnant second time, it was really hard. I had blood pressure, and I had really bad that nauseous like few months. I couldn't eat anything. I didn't eat. I threw up a lot. And it was really hard, like I was sick, but I couldn't do anything. After that, I gave birth to my daughter, and it was months before it had to be. She was really premature. The doctors, they were saying probably she will not be able to breathe by herself and everything. I was so scared. I gave birth for like 17 hours. She was sleeping all the time, but after that, it was really hard because they're growing, their teeth growing, their body growing, and they are starting being very hysterical and like, no! And
throwing tantrums.
yes, and when you're a mom, the hardest part is not a tantrum. The hardest part is sitting at home and doing every day same shit. You're cleaning all day and you feel like you're cleaning the ocean.
Like it's never ending.
Never. And I lost my career, my everything. Like I felt like somebody just removed me from the world. And you are just sitting at home, nobody, and this baby or like toddler crying, and you can't do anything because he's crying because you can't fix the banana. I feel it was too early for me, like the marriage and kids. But I love my kids. I really love them, and I'm glad I had them. But I think my advice is to be ready for the marriage, to be ready. You cannot be ready enough, but to be at least an adult, not a teenager. Almost. I was like a kid who had a kid.
All right, you guys, we're back. The camera died, so we had to take a break. We did film a really fun TikTok though.
Yes. And you're tired, you're like,
I know, that's why I am out of breath. So going back to what we were talking about earlier, motherhood, and thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing the difficult, dark moments that no one really think about. Hearing you, it definitely made me realize that I really have to be ready.
Your financial situation matters a lot. When your financial situation is not stable, it's really hard. So I recommend to be ready financially to the kids. Of course, it's not protecting you from depression and everything, but it's like 60%.
And when you have money, you have the support to take care of your mental health too. But also on the other side of things, you mentioned that you love your daughters so much and motherhood has its beautiful side too. What is something that you realize of motherhood that's so special and endearing to you?
I mean, they are the most important people in my life, and they will forever be. They are part of me. I feel so connected to them. You can't believe that this thing is talking. It was just a little seed inside me. Why are you talking? And it's amazing. It's a miracle when they have their own personality. When you see it, you're like, I didn't know that you have a personality like this. I didn't know that you're so creative. My older one, she loves to paint and to like everything art. She's so talented. I see it and I'm like, wow. It's like a find something really precious. It's a big opportunity to be with them, to see them growing. You will teach them and they will like do it for whole life, and you feel so responsible and so thankful at the same time.
Yeah.
I am the most important person in their lives, and they are the most important in my life. Usually I'm saying about the hardest part in motherhood because people like me, when I was young, they're thinking only about that other part.
The
that
beautiful
it's
part.
so beautiful. It's so like it's baby. It's so precious. It's so beautiful, and you see it, and you wanna do everything for your baby. But after that, it's so hard, and you're thinking like, why didn't anybody say
Warn
to me?
you, told you, yeah.
When you see those mothers on the Instagram, you see them really like happy.
People only will showcase the happiest moments of their life, and I'm so glad you are now speaking the vulnerable parts and the hardship, the depressive times that you went through, because you needed to hear that when you were 18.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because I knew that some moms, they were saying it's so hard, but I didn't know about all those things.
Do you feel any mom guilt in your daily life?
Gosh, every single day, every single minute, you will never be enough, mom. Because every day you will think, I can be better. I can do better. If they're in the daycare, oh my gosh, I feel guilty that they're in the daycare, not with me. If they're with me, I don't have enough time to take care of them because I have to take care of the home. I have to take care of the tasks and everything. So you feel guilty every day about everything. You're giving them something and they don't like it. You're like, okay, it's my fault that they don't like it. I didn't give them this product when they were babies and they would used to it and everything. But if they're eating something, you're like, oh, it's so good. But after that, they were eating, yesterday, they were eating like chicken nuggets and it's not so good. And you're everything.
It's
you're
endless.
thinking, yes.
Yeah. How do you deal with it? I need to give you one. And you know what? That's a stupid question. Like you're just doing your best. We don't have to deal with it because you are the best mom already.
I don't know how to handle it, but I know that every mom has these feelings because we want the best for our kids, but we can't be the best version. Because what is the best version? The best version of you, like a mom, is to be happy and to show your kids how to be happy. Because if you're too focused on them, if you're too focused on their lives, they will see mom who's always like,
and don't have their own life.
Yes.
They lack that role model and they feel suffocated and they want to run away.
Yes, it's true.
Speaking from personal experience of my parents, but anyway.
Yes, so I want to really show them that woman, especially in this world, can have a voice. I have a voice. I'm strong. I'm working. I have my hobbies and everything. And they see that, like, especially, like, I'm happy. I feel good about my life. And they will know that it's possible.
Yeah, I really wish my mom would lived her own life a little bit more. So I
Same.
totally agree with you. I have so much sympathy and just in awe of your strength. Thank you for sharing everything. Where can everybody find you?
I have a TikTok account, Instagram.
I'll put the handle over here.
It was good to talk with you. Subscribe to this channel, likes and everything.